You're watching PTV.
I want my PTV.
I want my PTV.
I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV.
Watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
I feel like I should say Merry Christmas. Good evening, everyone.
You put your phone down like something happened. Yeah.
I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
Welcome, everyone, to PTV Live Holiday Edition. We are here to celebrate, it's an annual event, the 2023 Hallmark Keepsake Ornament premiere. We are so excited about it.
We're going to be eating lots of beans and rice.
Yeah.
If we picked up the 3 ornaments, they haven't even released yet because it hasn't came out of production. Again, we're not proud out of this at all. We are not proud. We would have gotten 52 ornaments on Friday.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to be proud of. But it's sad.
Wow.
But that's our life.
That's a lot of Christmas.
Yeah.
They didn't have the train, they didn't have Bunsen and Beaker, and they didn't have Uno.
And I thought I had a lot of them.
Yeah. I just highlighted Benji's comment there about saying good evening.
Benji.
He dropped a video this morning about the kookaburra at SeaWorld. Very cool. Little short video, but very cool. That bird is loud. So
Yeah,
go check it out.
It was a walk of shame. We walked out of the mall just like, wow.
Doug's Hallmark, hashtag walk of shame. Look at that. Donna got 38.
So did I.
I didn't count how many I got.
Oh my gosh, you got
It's
a
the
headache.
cards.
But see,
Ugh.
mine aren't all mine.
No, Sherry includes hers as well as her kids and her grandkids. So she can't claim that everything that she purchased is going to be going on her tree.
No, but the money's coming out of my pocket for all of them.
That's true.
Yeah, but then there's us who we have multiple trees that these ornaments will be going on. As a matter of fact, if you were here early enough and you saw that during the countdown, we set up our Halloween tree.
Yes.
We've started
And
decorating.
It's going to be so full. I'm like looking at it and like it still needs the Disney store ornaments. It still needs the Peanuts ornaments. I want to pick up another peanut on the eBay thing. I'm like, holy crap, that's trees. Now I want to make some.
Yeah.
So we're like,
I don't know if I won this year. Of the 3 of us, who spent the most on the first round?
I think
I don't know.
it was us.
I think that was us.
Was it you? Because I was almost.
I know.
Mm.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was almost.
Again, nothing to be proud of, people.
Did anyone get the Han Solo ornament?
No.
Anyone in the stream, if you bought the Han Solo ornament, let us know. Orange Cone Vlog wants to know. I know.
Is that the one where he gets turned into carbonite?
Possibly. I don't know.
Have you seen that ornament?
No.
It's a like a tabletop piece where Han and Leia have their exchange of conversation saying "I love you," and he says "I know," and he descends into the place for being turned into carbonite. Well, the carbonite piece comes up in its place.
Well, I've highlighted
ornament.
Richard's question here is, did they ever have an ornament of Charlie Brown in the Holy Ghost costume? Yes, they did. As a matter of fact, Rich, could you go get it?
Which one is it on the coffee table?
It's on the coffee table.
Oh, yeah.
I have some ornaments that are battery operated. We have some that are powered by cord. But in this case, that particular ornament is a battery powered. So I had to put all the batteries in before I put the ornament on the tree. And there were, I believe, 8 ornaments that I need to put batteries in.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
that's
That's just a Halloween tree.
Just the Halloween
this
tree.
is insane. So it's
Yeah,
this one.
It's this one here.
It's super cute. Again, it's so
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah.
I have 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
So
That's amazing.
She's so freaking mean.
yeah, she is mean.
Oh my god, she brings bullying to a whole new level.
She indeed does. I really believe that.
I
But,
can relate to her though.
I got a rock.
You certainly can.
I gotta rock.
But it's Snoopy, and it's their ornaments are brilliant. And then we didn't put up last year's, and then we put up this year's, and Charlie Brown's head is a pumpkin.
Yeah.
It lights up orange.
And the thing is, I had to take out all the lights from this particular tree. It's from Balsam Hill, and it was pre-lit, but I didn't like white lights. We tried it last year, and
2021 we had it up, and
White lights doesn't do it for
no,
Halloween.
it didn't. So
it's a beautiful tree. Thanks for Ben for finding it. And I tried. It's a great tree if you're doing very spacey themed like Star Wars and Star Trek or NASA or whatever. It's more space. And then we chucked all the lights. He put some purple inside, and it's chock full of orange. And again, these cameras are doing no justice to it, but it's really cool.
Didn't Jeremy get a black one for his Star Wars? Or is it just a pencil tree that he uses?
I'm not sure. I am not sure. But Jeremy definitely has a growing Star Wars collection.
Enough for one small, one pencil tree that's 6.5 feet.
Actually, it's even more now.
Yeah, that's true.
the Balsam Hill factory outlet store is up by us. And we actually have an outlet store right by us as well. It's just across the bay over in Burlingame.
Yeah.
By the airport. It's kind of, that's by the airport.
And I almost went ahead and went to it. Being that Wednesday is our birthday, I thought about making a trip over there, but I decided to take the day off, but I'm not going to go that way. Instead, we're going to go do an adventure in the Central Valley. So we'll tell more about that next week, of course, but yeah, but we're going to have some fun with that. So why don't we go ahead?
Fun. Can we pour some drinks?
We can, but let's check on someone first. Chatty decided to hang out on the Halloween tree.
Oh my gosh, look at that. He's already enjoying the Halloween atmosphere. That's awesome.
Yeah, he looks great. I mean, you see the Mickey pumpkin there and also the Haunted Mansion ghosts there on his right side.
Okay, Sherry's asking if we put a mask on Chatty, and no. He's already frightening enough as it is to some people.
What am I going to make it look like Zorro? No.
Chatty is fine the way he is. We love Chatty. So, anyway, Chatty's hanging out on the Halloween tree this week. He'll be someplace else next week, of course. But now, someone had mentioned a Christmas cocktail. Why don't we go ahead and get started with that? And as always, this particular cocktail is sponsored by Cruising for Food. And Sherry is actually making it this time.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing something. Doug is getting a bottle right now, but we'll be drinking something. But I want to highlight, I'll present your camera there. Sherry, the name of this cocktail is a gingerbread cream.
Gingerbread rum cream.
Yeah, and what goes in that thing?
Oh, I thought you were going to pull up the recipe.
Okay,
it was there.
Please do.
Okay, I'll do that. There it starts with 4 ounces of Bailey's Irish cream.
Yeah, it looks like we're traveling on an airplane here.
and
I couldn't find my bigger one, so you guys are stuck with me. I tell you, well, I came in from Sacramento this afternoon, so
yeah,
I've been trying to get my act together all afternoon, and it's not been working.
Okay, so that's how much? 2 ounces there?
That's 1.5.
Okay, so you got a good jigger there.
It calls for 4, right?
Yes, 4 ounces. That's
4 ounces of Irish cream.
Yeah,
4 ounces of Irish cream. Yes.
Irish cream. Oh no! Everything I touch gets ruined.
She can barely see here.
That's 1 ounce.
Uh-huh.
It's wiped up, Doug.
It is.
I'm gonna go wash my hands.
And then I found this gingerbread spice rum at Total Wine the other day. So I thought, this is what we're going to try.
Is this glass big enough?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Can you open that, please? And that's 2 ounces of the
1 ounce, I believe.
1 ounce of the rum.
That is what the recipe calls for, according to what I wrote down. 1 ounce of gingerbread rum.
Okay.
Okay, we're
We've got an extra camera set up here tonight to show the ornaments over here later on. So we've got laptops everywhere, and it's confusing me.
Oh wow, that's really good.
yeah, I know, but did you see the bottle?
The bottle's in the bathroom. It's wet.
Oh, okay.
What are you guys going on about?
Oh, we're going on about the cider that we're going to talk to you about. So you're stirring up that drink, Sherry, and then you put...
Stirring it up, and then I am going to use some of the cream that we did last week.
Remember,
So
you shake it
this-
side to side, Sherry. Side to side. You
Side
shake
to
it side to
side.
side. Yes.
And then straight up.
Okay, that's vodka. So
There's not much in it.
Oh
Ben.
my gosh, you lush. That's vodka.
And then I'm going to sprinkle it with some nutmeg.
Oh, powdered dust.
Yeah, I haven't replaced my
It's not
fresh
gonna
yet.
taste like anything. It's just gonna taste dusty.
So, shall I?
Give it a
go
try.
ahead. It's your liver.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You like that?
I do very much.
I'm not one for sharing drinks, so
Cooties,
You're
cooties,
You're
cooties.
just tasting it, and then I'll drink it.
But ours is delicious. It also
You can
looks
have
like
that.
pea.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
Okay, so for ours, we actually have... This is called Jolly Rancher.
Oh my god, it's so good.
And it's called Jolly Rancher because it is an apple cider that's also infused with watermelon juice.
Ooh.
And it's fantastic. This is, of course, from Hidden Star Orchards, from our trip when we went up to Apple
Hill
Hill.
in Camino, California.
But that's what we're having here as one of the 6 bottles of cider that we picked up while we were there on our trip. And let's just say I want to go back and get more of this because this one's good. So
Well, they're out in
we'll have to get it.
I need to order some of that Alaskan soda.
Yes, I saw that.
That's not available yet.
It's
I
not
went on
available. Shearer's talking about 49th Brewery or something. 49th State Brewery.
It's a pumpkin pie soda.
Well, here's the thing. Tom, one of the nights for dinner, they had an ice cream float bar.
So for those of you who don't remember, Tom, Sherry's husband, was in Alaska all last week.
Yeah, he was working at Alaska Bible College, helping them get ready for the new school year. And there were 3 teams up there. His jobs were mainly detailing the vans, the school vans, and then doing some weed whacking and bundling up firewood for their winter. But some of them were working on building a new gymnasium. But one of the nights they did for dessert was a ice cream float bar. Well, Tom decided to try one of the local sodas, and he had one that is called, oh golly,
It's from 49th State Brewery, right?
it's from the 49th State Company,
Okay.
yes, but it was green
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
and it was spruce, and he said it was odd. He said it was like drinking a pine tree.
Yeah, drinking.
Okay. Pretty much
sounds,
like
sounds a little like he was doing something with gin and juniper.
Almost, right?
Either that or wheatgrass.
Stop it.
Well, you know what? We've got drinks in hand. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at a review for the latest Hallmark Channel quote-unquote Christmas movie. Now, I say Christmas loosely. That was our watch party that we had on Saturday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We wanted to do that watch party, and I'm glad we watched it because it gave us an opportunity to be quite snarky about the movie as it was on. Doug, what was your comment about it?
There was quite a bit, but the number one thing, I don't do death and dying and sadness in Christmas movies. And then there was a dead mother in this movie. So that pretty much killed the movie right there. Bad, bad, bad. No sadness. There was a dead mother. And it basically wasn't Christmassy. So that's my number one thing. Two things.
Yeah. It was based at Christmas, but the Christmas theme upon watching it was very lackluster, shall we say. Ben, what was your feeling?
Well, yeah, I would say the Christmas theme was incidental to the movie itself, but the way they did this particular story, I actually liked. They've done this type of thing where someone trades their life for an alternate existence. They've done it a number of times, but this time around, it seemed more of a fresher take on the subject matter, and I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say that it was the best film I've ever seen on Hallmark, but I gave it a 6 of Gold Crowns.
Yeah.
So you got to take it. Is it a Christmas movie? A 6? Or is it you just saying it's a Hallmark movie? Is a 6?
As a Hallmark movie overall, I gave it a 6.
Oh,
What's wrong, Sherry?
I'm sorry, Donna.
Yeah, Donna's sick.
Yeah. You
all
follow her.
Oh, gosh.
Just read what she does. If you follow her on the socials, we don't need to talk about it because Donna wants to share it.
And then we
ugh.
also had Paul, our Hallmark savant, who said he started with 3.5 Ben burritos, went down to 3 because there's no Christmas in the script, and then the dead mom went down to 2.5 Ben
Thank
burritos.
you. Did that
It makes sense. Makes sense, Paul.
Hello, Todd.
Mr. Christmas Clutter, thank you for being here.
He got his loot.
He got his ornaments ordered for Hallmark as
So
well.
His Lloyd is. There's Mr. Ken. Follow him on what he's spinning on Monday in his album.
Yeah, he put down on Facebook that he is playing the record for the Williams Brothers, released in 1970.
Very a cappella.
Yeah, so
You guys know all about it.
Anyway.
because you guys get all googly eyed.
So we gave it 5 gold crowns.
I gave it 1.
Doug gave it 1 because there was lack of Christmas.
Lack of Christmas and Dead Mother. That doesn't.
You know what? I had to give it 6 because overall it was an entertaining film. Because they branded it as a Christmas movie is beside the point for me. It was just a good film.
Yeah, it was throwaway. It was like
I
they
haven't
could have
seen it.
just.
What was that, Sherry?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you can watch it. Definitely
Yeah, I
watch it.
will.
But it starred Vanessa Lengies and Corey Sevier, and Corey actually directed the film as well. So we've seen him before. I forget the name of the movie, but he was a grumpy neighbor last year that had a stroke and was having a difficult time adjusting to
Oh.
life.
And the kid kept kicking the ball.
The ball on the side of the house.
Yeah, he kept kicking the soccer ball.
Yeah, I mean, that one I actually liked that one.
Yeah.
But I'm just like kind of wah wah wah
But
on
yeah.
these Hallmark movies.
Paul did say it was a good, well-acted film. The acting was very good, and they had good chemistry, too.
Yeah, that was the only thing, but it was slow.
But there were no mopey kids.
That's fine. That got
That was
crown
fine.
back because there was no children involved.
Okay, so that is our take on Take Me Back for Christmas. They are going to be reprising another Christmas film, Haul Out the Holly, this Saturday. So no new film this week.
That is very Christmassy.
And then there's another film that is premiering on the 29th, and it has to do with the main people going to Hawaii, I think.
I think now they're just kind of finishing up
Aloha
the summer.
something.
Yeah, it's Aloha something. So it wasn't a horrible film, but it wasn't the best. So
Yeah, Donna, it wasn't horrible. I just would never watch it again. You're absolutely correct.
yeah, we don't have to watch it
I
again.
don't ever have to watch. This is not part of my, repertoire that I need to do, as it's part of the. That's a cool movie.
D&G is here as well. They're saying nothing is wrong with kids in movies. I would say yes, especially if the kids are good little actors.
Well, the one we watched, I liked him. He was excellent
Yeah.
in the movie.
But
I just have a disdain for children in general.
well,
So
according to Richard, it was another crappy Hallmark Christmas in July. I
agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
They
It
could have done
wasn't-
better. I mean, if those were the two best films that they wanted to attract us for Christmas, then they need to go back and sharpen their pencils and write a better script.
Well,
Hey,
you know,
should move over to GA.
there are a couple of things that play here. One, it could be that these were the first two films that were ready to go and that they scheduled them that way, or they may have been produced for a previous year and held over just to burn off at July, so they don't have to put it into the actual Christmas rotation as a premiere.
But
That's
Paul,
it.
But I agree with Paul. It was good to have a watch party again. That was a lot of fun.
It was a good 2 hours. Then we had our leftovers. So
Yeah.
it was.
We do need
It
to do
wasn't-
some more watch parties.
A little
Yeah,
It
bit
wasn't
of
like
Hallmark
wanting to slip my wrist.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, we'll go ahead and take our first break here. We'll just quick break. We'll be right back. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about Hallmark ornaments. So you're not going to want to miss that. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark. And now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark movies now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You're watching PTV.
And now, another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. As we decorate the crystal tree, I am reminded of Walt Disney and forced perspective. You'll notice at the top of the tree, we are decorating with smaller ornaments. As you go down the tree, the ornaments increase in size. This gives the illusion of forced perspective, that the tree is taller than it actually is. Of course, it isn't. It just looks that way. That's how Walt Disney built Main Street at Disneyland. So start with smaller ornaments at the top, larger ornaments at the bottom. And that's another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. And this past week, we had the 50th Fridays. Doug,
Flashback.
yeah, it's a flashback. Doug took a look at this, and it was the Joyful Santa series that started in 1999.
I went 3 years.
And Hallmark said that America was starting at that time with the internet with only 41% of Americans on the internet. So they didn't have social media sites available at that time, but they said the most popular news attraction was the weather. Even Santa might have given that a look as he prepped for his travels, but in this case, that was one of three.
There was 3 different poses, and they were all 3 different African American Santas. They were very entertaining and well done. It's just, it was a series back in 1999.
But
I know where I was at.
for me, I don't collect Santa.
No, we don't.
I don't collect Santa ornaments.
Only vintage. So it has to look sad.
Oh, it is.
And vintage.
But anyway. Oh, Jim.
Yes, today is Disneyland's birthday.
And there's
I've seen
Jim.
everybody talk about that.
There's Jim.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
Jim, of course, has
Hotter
his
than Hades there today.
Jim has his show Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on Tuesdays. Go ahead and join him tomorrow night. I liked the thumbnail that we saw in the commercial that we just ran for him. He was just standing too close to his camera again. Anyway, this is the Hallmark Keepsake Ornament premiere. We're very excited about this. Ben has a few ornaments to share with us and actually has a camera set up for it for that purpose. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do you want to get started with that?
Yeah, sure.
And there we are.
Hi.
You want to go ahead and talk about it, Ben?
This one is, I just put this one on to kind of get an idea for, let's see. Here we go.
Sounds like Sherry's
I've been a fan of Animaniacs since they started back in the mid-90s. And, Warner Brothers has a rich tradition of doing funny animation that isn't realistic. So Yakko, Wacko, and Dot fall right into that. And being an Animaniacs fan, I wanted to get this ornament.
Oh, the cameras on this are horrible. It's a big ornament too.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah. What is your next ornament that you have for showing us, Ben? You have to pick and choose which ones to show?
Pretty
Yes, he
much.
does.
Pretty
Okay.
much. I like Donna, I got 38 ornaments, and I love them all. So there's this one. This one is called Sunday Funnies, and it's Charlie Brown reading the Sunday Funnies with Snoopy and Woodstock.
I love Woodstock on Snoopy's head. I think that's
know, isn't that cute?
and the expression on their faces is just perfect.
Yeah, you can see how large these are compared to my hand. So
They're turning out to be little figurines.
Yeah, those are
Sure.
nice.
yeah.
Okay, while you're setting up your next one, Ben, I'm going to show one that we just got. This is I have the sound muted because of copyright issues.
Oh, big time.
Haunted Mansion is very protected on the internet, so I didn't want to say. But this is Madame Leota, and she is giving her whole spiel that she says on the attraction. It's all right there.
Yeah, it's very,
Hail of the Rat.
very cool.
What really impressed me was the fact of the detail given to the entire ornament. The lights blinking, coordinated to the vocal part.
Yeah, so this is they released 2. The third one, which is going to be the organ, is going to be this year. There's going to be 3 next year in 2024, and 3 in 2025. And if you get the Haunted Mansion, which is the Florida version, and you plug them all up, the story is basically going to be the complete ride of the attraction, about 10 minutes.
Wow. That's an insane collection.
So I'm opting not to spend the $150 and getting the what they call the tree topper, the Haunted Mansion. It's gorgeous, but it's really not for me. You don't need it, but you can get the ornament.
Yeah, and Mars says you need separate tree for the Haunted Mansion ornaments.
That's why we have this tree for
That is why we have the Halloween tree. Ben, what's this one?
This ornament was one of their featured limited edition. It is a recreation of one of their box of ornaments that they released probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was a line of a series of ornaments that they didn't necessarily classify in a traditional series, but they kept putting out these small boxes of ornaments. So it makes it look
they call them the Nifty 50s.
Yeah. But you can see here, it looks like it's an actual box of ornaments, but it's just, it's really well done.
This ornament made me send a nasty gram to Hallmark.
Oh, why?
Well, because I understand it's limited edition, but when they've had limited editions in the past and I have put in my wish list, I have gotten the number I've asked for, because even last year in Pleasanton I did.
Cut away so I can put another ornament.
This year they only gave me one, and I had put down 3 because I wanted one for Jeremy and one for Megan.
Oh.
And I didn't get them. And then when I was going around on Saturday, which was premiere day, the actual premiere day, not for members, every place I went or called informed me that they had been sold out the day before.
Yeah.
Because they're for the premiere and the members.
And not only that, they were on eBay like Thursday night, clocking them for almost $200.
Oh, this is a nice one. This is the second to the series, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a series I started my newest granddaughter on. I started her last year, so she's getting the second one this year.
Yeah, this is called Young Santa, not to be confused with Young Sheldon.
Oh.
But this does have a little young child who eventually will grow up to be Santa, playing with his puppy.
Yeah.
This one just happens to have him on a sled.
Yeah, you know what? I am glad that I started that series last year.
Yeah.
Todd of Christmas Clatter actually convinced me to start it, so
yeah,
I'm very glad about that.
Very cute.
Ben, while you go ahead and get another ornament, I'm going to show yet another one that we got.
Yeah.
And there we have it. That is the coffin from the Haunted Mansion. And it plays music of the attraction, but it also has a little guy in there.
Get me out!
Get me out! Get me out!
So the candles light up. They're insane.
Yeah, look at the detail in this one. It blinks to his voice, but the candles on top of the casket also blink in sync with the ornament. I'm very impressed with the detail that they put into these ornaments.
They were impeccable, yeah.
So I'm very pleased with this. Ben, what have you got?
Yep. This is the latest in the Frosty Friends. And this is number 44.
44.
This is their oldest one. This is the first series they ever started.
They started series, but this is the one that has gone the longest.
Yeah, this is the longest.
And it just continues to go. I picked up my first one in 1984. It was a gift to me from my mom. And the reason she gave it to me was because there was a penguin on it. Because at the time I was really into Christmas penguins. Well, that's just kind of snowballed. And ever since then, I have picked up a Frosty Friends ornament every year.
I like how he's giving him one fish for a snow cone.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Very cute. And the detail again, this one, they have not failed. This one is very nice. A very detailed ornament for this one. So, yeah, you know what? I'm very pleased with a lot of these ornaments. The detail this year especially seems to be even better than in some other years that we've seen. But I have one more to show from our collection. And I'm pleased with this. This is a copy of the mouse head you will see on Main Street at Disneyland during the Halloween season. They put it in Town Square. But this one actually lights up and blinks and everything.
Flashes. It changes color.
It changes color. The video doesn't do justice.
No. It's not even in the book. A part of it is chopped off on the spine. So you don't even know that it could be just like a proper decoration. We walked in and we saw it, and the thing is absolutely amazing. It's very bright, so we had to put him on its angle, so him staring at me all for the next 3 months would be a little bit much. For me to say it's a little bit much is a little bit much.
What was that, Ben?
I've heard that some stores have sold out of this one, but when I last checked, if you went online to Hallmark.com, you could have it shipped to you.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll tell you, this one is very good. And yeah, you're right, Richard. I would need to set the exposure differently when filming on my iPhone. I will try to get a better exposure on this and show it maybe next week. But
I'm doing everything so fast.
I was doing everything so fast to get this done, recorded last night, that I wanted to make sure that I had it in time.
Around it with, you were...
So, but yeah, I'm going to try and get a better exposure on that so that we can see really what it looks like. Ben. Oh, goodness. This one, I am thrilled with this.
I love this one.
Yeah, this is one that Sherry had on her wish list, and I didn't because I already felt like I had enough Peter Pan ornaments in my Hallmark collection. But when I saw this one in person, I changed my mind and added it. This was one of two that I added after my wish list had been pulled, and I'm pleased with this one.
The detail on this one's
amazing. The action of the two of them together, Captain Hook and Peter Pan going at it, and also reminds me of Peter Pan's flight, which isn't there a scene of them?
Yeah, because you go right in the middle of the ship.
Yeah,
as they're doing their thing,
as they're sword fighting.
Yeah,
they got the detail right too, because Hook is on his left hand. Yeah. According to Wendy in the movie, it's his left hand. I tell you, that is one of the best. And yeah, it does remind me. See, D&G and Richard both say it reminds them of that scene in Fantasmic at Disneyland.
Yeah,
I miss that scene that they had, but yeah, this was one of the best one that they've had in a long time. I'll tell you, the action of that ornament is just incredible. Just really nice.
Yeah, the detail on it is...
Now, let me go ahead and show you our whole Halloween tree. This is really quick. We have not finished decorating the tree yet. There are some ornaments that still need hooks. There are some ornaments that are still being made. Doug is actually taking his hand at doing some Mod Podge work.
I have a tub of Mod Podge.
And this tree is 6.5 feet tall. It's a Balsam Hill, black. You can see the purple lights inside, and then the perimeter of the tree has the orange lights. They work much better than the white lights that I had. But to capture this, I'm definitely going to have to change the exposure of the camera to get a good, solid view of this tree. It's so dark. The lighting is so difficult. I want to make sure that I get it just right. So, and there's some signs that Sherry...
Well, they're going to be chucked because we have too much other stuff to go into. They can go other places.
Yeah, but those signs are on the tree right now. But I'll tell you, we have a lot more Halloween decorations than I thought we did. I knew that this tree would have a lot of ornaments. I just didn't think it would be already full.
There's a set that came out a couple years ago of Nightmare for Christmas, and they're all set to magic. There's 5 of them. And when you push one button, it plays for 10 minutes.
Now, I did pause here. Doug loves the little Santa Claus Jack that's there in that coffin-shaped box. But the gray box that you see in the center is dated October 3rd, 2001. That was the gift that was handed to him for being at the premiere.
The special event they have for the first time when they did the Haunted Mansion Holiday in 2001. And they handed this deck of cards, and it's the cards that float in the seance room.
So instead of musical instruments, normally with Madame Leota, instead they have these tarot cards that float.
They are amazing
at Christmas time, and that's that deck of cards. And they never sold them; they just gave them as a collectible,
as a gift. And yes, you can imagine there's a story behind them, and yes,
but that is the whole tree.
It's really cool.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Now this one, gosh,
I got this one too. But
This
I'm
is
a Peter Pan fan, so
yeah, I had to have that.
the Peter Pan attraction at Disneyland.
Yeah, make sure people. I want you to notice that it is just one seat on this particular boat.
It's a recreation of the Disneyland attraction. They've done a few with Mickey at the helm. They've had him in a teacup. They've had him on the Jungle Cruise. And this year they put him on Peter Pan's flight, which, you can't go wrong.
skull and crossbones on the inside of the sail. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice detail, just like the attraction. Look at Michelle's going to be getting that one, and Roxanne already has it. I love this particular one.
Yeah. This one's really cool too.
Chock full of goodness.
Benji says Mickey had to wait in a 60-minute line to get up there.
I don't think Mickey waited those 60 minutes. He runs the place. That's his house. He can do whatever he wants.
Mickey
Get out of my way, kids.
I'm sure he backdoors himself onto that one.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, that's a great attraction ornament. I love that one. So do you have any others to show, Ben? Or is that the last one?
No, I've got one more.
Okay.
That I'd like to share.
All right. I'm thrilled with these ornaments. We will be showing more of these ornaments next week. So just hold on tight. We'll have other ornaments to show. But,
and for a complete wrap-up of my collection, the next 2 episodes of Life with Ben will give you a close-up look at all the ornaments that I picked up during this round of the Hallmark premiere.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
This is also a recreation of the electrical parade from Disneyland. You'll notice the Disneyland D on the flag on the left side of the ornament there.
Yeah,
He lights up and plays music, but we can't push the button because, copyright.
Yeah.
But it is way cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful ornament.
In fact, Megan saw it.
Sherry showed it, or I showed it
Yeah.
to Sherry and Megan yesterday while Sherry was visiting Megan. And Megan came unglued when she saw this ornament. She went, I need that. And Sherry told her, you already have one on the way.
It is. So cool.
That's really good.
So again, I'm going to be doing a 2-parter episode of Life with Ben, showing all my ornaments. This coming Thursday, you'll see all the traditional Hallmark ornaments, and on the following episode, you'll see all the miniatures and the Disney Hallmark ornaments that I picked up.
Yeah, I'm just really pleased with the ornaments they've released this year. Very good detail. There are some that are 50th anniversary inspired, but they're not all released yet. We're going to get one of those in October.
Okay, so I've been looking at the chat. People are commenting about the ornaments. Donna is upset that she wasn't able to get the parade ornament, the electrical parade ornament. And Alex says he is also going to be doing a Halloween tree.
Oh, great. All right, Alex, please. I hope you can send us some pictures. Get a hold of me through our social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, and TikTok, as well as here on YouTube. But for pictures, send it to us. Send us a direct message. You can send a picture that way on Instagram, especially for a picture. I'd love to see that tree. Anyway, you can find us at Pepper Tree Villa on those social media networks. Thank you, Ben, for showing us those ornaments. And
Well, that's just a few. I picked up 38 ornaments.
I didn't even show you any of the ones I got.
That's true. Sherry has a few down here too.
Yeah.
They're still boxed, but we can do a quick run through of a couple of them.
Yeah.
Just bring them up.
Okay. She's got them right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. We'll just do them real fast. If you want to close in on us, we'll just bring them up.
Because these are ones that you didn't get.
Yeah, Sherry's kids have ongoing collections. This one is in the truck series. That one is going to be
Chevy Blazer.
Yeah, that goes to one
And
of her
that's
kids.
number what?
Number 29.
Yeah.
Here is number 27 in the Sky's the Limit series. It's an airplane. This one goes to Jeff.
Oh gosh, he's gonna love that one.
And
And
then
the
the Puppy Love series. This one is the 33rd in the series. This one goes to Megan. And Megan has received an ornament every year that she's been alive. The Puppy Love series was put into play when the Cinnamon Bears series came to an end. They only did, 5 Cinnamon Bears?
Something like
Six.
Six. And
She
Megan
has
has
all
all
of them.
6.
Yeah.
One, which was the year before she was born.
Yeah.
But she's got the complete collection. But when that came to an end, the following year, they started the Puppy Love series. So Megan's got 33 dogs.
There's that one for the girl.
This one is for
Megan's daughter.
Megan's daughter.
I started her on that series. This one is for Megan's daughter too, because she's always saying, Ema, we don't talk about Bruno. She loves that one.
And then this one is for one
My
of Sherry's daughters-in-law. Daughters-in-law. And
That's the other daughter-in-law.
Okay. This one. This one is all about
Oh, that's Seasons Gardening. That's very cute.
yeah, it has a
Yeah.
lot of succulents involved. And then I think we got where's the one for did you get one for Matt?
That was that
This
one.
one?
Uh-huh.
This one is for Matt. It's a Mustang.
No, that's a
Oh,
Corvette.
I mean a Corvette, sorry.
Yeah.
1950 70th anniversary Corvette. That's great.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 of the miniatures.
Okay.
Yep.
But these are just ones that Ben didn't get. Oh, this one I got too.
Yeah, this one reminds her of our dad who used to love to go fishing.
Indeed he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't have as much of a love for fishing as he did. I
None of
don't
us
like
do,
fishing.
except
Ben, you don't even like to eat fish.
Well, no, it's not that I don't like to eat fish. I can't eat fish because of my allergies.
Now, did you guys get Tom and Jerry?
No, we did not.
No.
There's this one.
Okay. That's cute.
But see, I grew up watching Tom and Jerry with Dad.
Yeah.
So that's just a taste of mine.
Well, that's great. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take another quick break here before we go on, because remember, crafting is coming soon. I mean, we've got Christmas crafting with Sherry, so you're not going to want to miss that. We'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
The 407 Original Brand Apparel celebrates Orlando's famous area code as an affordable casual line of clothing that allows you to say you love Orlando without saying you love Orlando. Shop my online store for men and women's 407 Original Brand Apparel today, where American Express is warmly welcomed.
Yes, indeed, some things happened around here. As always, when there's a week that nothing happens, I would be very, very surprised, because something's always happening, it seems. I waited for Doug to talk about this one because collectible. He sent us a picture about something that is potentially collectible, and I wanted to show it to everyone here. Doug has this thing with plates.
I don't know if it's it's an obsession. I'm
with you, Doug.
my God, I have dishes and
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Do we really need more dishes?
This is ugly as sin, but I love it. They're all giant hollies. Since I can't have pinecone dishes,
That's
this is the next
ugly.
best thing because they're prickly. Because holly's prickly, pinecone's prickly. So, and I'm a prickly
Doug is
guy.
Yeah.
I don't. They say this is from the Monkey Ward's catalog of circa 1960s or something. I would totally have that if I could. I'm serious. I love it.
Jonathan, I
but-
agree.
Oh, talking about prickly things, Doug. We got into the car today and I had totally forgotten about this, but on the back seat is a pine cone that I'm supposed to give to you. The boy found it somewhere and he said, I'm going to save this pine cone for Doug.
Yeah,
I know people do that.
indeed. It's from the 1961 Montgomery Ward Christmas book.
That's
Well, that's what they say, but I'm sure it is because I follow Vintage Christmas. And I mean,
what's up with the dolls with the red skirts at the top?
Those are
I
angels.
don't want those. Those are flowers. I don't know what they
Are
are.
they really something that they're selling or is it just used for illustration?
No, I think it's part of it. It's there's a number on it, so it's probably down here.
That's ugly.
Yeah,
That's
Heavenly Trio is what it's called.
And they're made out of feathers, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, just so 60s and tacky.
I could make you some of those.
No.
Donna's correct right there. It says it reminds her of the stuff we would get with S&H green stamps.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's
Very
true.
well put, Donna.
I think my mom had the candy dish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, all of you remember last year, we finally were able to replace our air conditioner. Every time we'd go someplace, I would always say, everyone has better air conditioning than us. Everyone.
Incredible.
But, this is the second year, and it's been excessively hot. And then I think, Doug, you sent this to our little group chat that we had.
What
And
did I do?
I decided to go ahead and share it with everyone.
Oh, yes. I got this morning. And I would, I put them on the ground on the corners, maybe like a pentagram or something.
Not a pentagram, no.
Put them on each corner of the air conditioner on the ground because I don't want them to fly off. But I would do this.
Yeah.
Ours is brand new and it's, way high end. But I would still do this because it's been really hot.
Oh, Doug. Oh, Doug.
Well,
We're not even Catholic.
I know.
hey, sometimes I don't care what religion.
We are Protestant, okay?
Yes,
Not
I
Catholic.
would get the Indian where she has a zillion arms. I put a Buddha out there. I would do anything, whatever religion, incense. I would do it, but it's
Next subject.
Oh, that's
Okay, we have a garage update. Ben, Sherry, what do you want to talk about the garage? What's going on?
Well, let's
This
see.
is
Last
what, the
last
third-
week,
third day that they've
this
been.
is the fourth day. Last week,
Oh.
we had my contractor come by with his crew to finally start on getting us a new garage. Well, they tore up the foundation, and I've got video. I'll be piecing this together later on so we can give more of an actual update over time. But I have taken video of some of the work that was done day by day. I still have to go out there and get the stuff
this
that they
is the
did today.
fourth day.
But they're doing a lot of pulling up of concrete, which the foundation of our garage was not done with reinforced concrete with
reinforced
rebar.
It
It was
wasn't?
just concrete. No,
No,
it was just
concrete.
concrete. And it was about 3 inches thick. That's it.
And it wasn't consistent with the heights or
No.
around the whole perimeter of the garage.
No, it was
that was not even built during the when the house
it was done pre-code.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was not even part of the house.
Yeah,
No.
but no,
Built
no,
after
it was
the house
it's a
was built.
detached garage at the back of the driveway. We have a
Yeah.
shotgun driveway that'll fit 3 to 4 cars up the side of the house.
Yeah.
Then you've got the garage at the back. But we never had a car in it, which is a good thing because had we done that, it would have smashed the floor of the garage. Now, when they did pull up the concrete, there were roots everywhere
A
from
huge
that
network.
horrible tree that came down on top of the garage.
And day 4, they are still pulling
There's-
roots
there's-
out.
Yeah.
There are pieces of root that were going from where the tree was all the way to underneath the driveway. And I swear the diameter of that one was a good 4 to 5 inches.
It was a big root.
And there are
Now-
several pieces that are like that.
Is he getting it? What about underneath the house?
As far as we can tell, it didn't hit the bottom of the house, but
It would have if it was still there.
yeah.
Because it didn't seem to go beyond that one that was going under the driveway.
But that tree is one of the worst things to have ever happened to this neighborhood.
Yeah,
And it happened next to my garage.
And there are others in the neighborhood that are like it.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, they're
just
gonna go.
they're called volunteer acacias. And
Yeah,
they have a very shallow root system.
But they plant themselves and they think that they're very happy trees. But you know what? They're evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
Joyce is right. You guys need working AC first before this triple-digit heat wave kills you. Yeah, it's hot out there. So we hit 100 in the backyard again. So I'm very thankful that our air conditioner is working. So I guess the candles are working. So
Yeah, Mar, I think
We'll put anything out there.
I think the house foundation is okay.
Yeah.
It was just the foundation of the garage.
It was
Yeah.
far enough away from the house.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
But still, those things can crawl and crawl. And,
they can. Now,
Yeah.
It's
But-
nasty.
as promised, Sherry does have a quick Christmas craft to show you. So, well, I think it's quick.
Well, let me show you.
No.
before you go.
Let him run the
Okay.
introduction.
We'll get started with that right now.
Sorry.
Ben, Gene says, if you don't have working AC, go stop and visit Doug Clan. So, definitely.
Well, I'm going to
Okay.
show you how to do this. I did a little bit more than what I'm going to show you, but I'll show you what I did for mine.
Should I turn it on?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's really cute. Now, what is that white field? Is that cardboard or what?
No,
This is-
it is an 8x10 artist canvas.
It's artist canvas.
Yeah. And let me pull this up here so you can get a closer look. It is kind of 3-dimensional, so it sticks out from the canvas. And Sherry chose to put lights in this one.
So I wouldn't get yelled at by Richard.
No, I have to have everything that lights up. No, it's me. I like everything. Everything needs to light up.
That's really cool. I like that.
That's cool.
So at any rate, I was, I had every intention of having miniature ornaments on it, but it just didn't happen. So
Okay, let me turn that off because the camera is
yeah.
really eating that up. Let's go ahead and take this down.
And if you want to turn mine on, I'll show you what I did with it.
Okay, so, let's go ahead and give you a preference on that overhead cam.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so this is just an 8x10 artist canvas that you can get at Michael's.
Are they very thick?
No.
They're very
It's like a book cover of a hardcover.
Yep, hardcover.
it's maybe, let me measure it, 1/8 of an inch thick. That's it.
So like a hardcover
yeah,
book.
and what I did with the one I made was I actually punched some holes right down here in the bottom so that I could feed the lights through it.
Yeah.
So you can do that, but you don't need to have lights. And what you can do is,
Here, let me show
Yeah.
this.
see, there are the 2 holes, and I just fed the lights through. So what you do with this is I marked the center, and of course on this one it's going to be 4 inches. And I like to use these friction pens for crafting and for quilting, because as soon as heat gets to them, the line disappears, the ink disappears.
Oh, okay.
Now you can do one. I'll show you what I did to make mine 3D, but I'm going to show you the original, which is just very very straight.
Yeah, for those of you who did not hear earlier, there is no Mod Podge in tonight's craft, but there is a glue gun, which is why I'm sticking to my side of the table.
Now, Sherry,
Like I told Donna, she said to keep you away from it, but I told her earlier, you're going to be flying solo next week with a glue gun.
Oh my!
so
dear
Sherry,
Lord.
Mara's saying, I don't believe Dollar Tree has 8x10 canvas.
No, these ones came from, I got these ones from Michael's when they were on sale. There was a pack of like 5 of them for $4 or something.
Okay.
But I have gotten 8x10 from Dollar Tree. They're hard to find. So then I have these pipe cleaners that are like garland. So what I did was I just started at the bottom. And if you want to frame it, you're going to have to make sure you leave enough room for a frame. And then I just took my nippers.
Really, nippers?
Well, that's what they're called. Nippers?
Nips.
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 Stop. I know who you're thinking of. And then what I did was I just put some hot glue right down on that center mark, and see it disappeared.
Oh, yeah, the mark did disappear.
And then I just make sure that this is centered where I want it. And I hold it down so that it'll stay.
And there she is, holding it in place with her nips.
I should have gotten my little pink finger guards, but I didn't. And then you get another one. And this one, I'm not going to fill in like I did my tree, but I will show you after how that works. Oh, thank you.
Sherry,
Oh, Ben's got a supply of them here.
Richard says you need a shellacking for this episode's craft.
But now, is that gonna be the same length?
It's like
Or is
pipe
it going-
What?
It's like pipe cleaner macrame without the knitting.
And then you'll go up. And if you notice, I like to alternate the direction that the see, this one is not staying in place. So
Question from Donna. She wants to know, are the pipe cleaners like that easy to find?
I find them every year at either I've gotten them at Michael's, I've gotten them at Hobby Lobby. There are some that are thicker, that are bigger, that are used for they're called garland ties, is what they're called.
Okay.
Using her nips again. I'm sorry. Every time I hear the word nip, all I think of is Elaine Bennis on Seinfeld.
I know,
and
that's exactly who I knew you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, Ben. I like how you're alternating the direction of the needles. I hadn't thought about that.
Don't they make little miniature trees that you can just kind of do it in half?
They do.
Yeah, they do, but sometimes you can't find them.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah, Donna says garland ties. Got it. The more you know.
Yeah, these ones are not called garland ties. The bigger ones are, because they're more like the garlands. Now, of course, like I said, this was the original one that was done.
Yeah, you'll want to pull that down a little bit so we can see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm going to highlight that comment from Donna again. Garland ties, got it. The s'more you know. So, Sherry,
Yes.
that craft is actually pretty darn cool. Let me go ahead and get you over at Ecamm again. There we go. It seems like it goes very quickly.
Well, when you're doing just the generic one, it does. I spent a couple of hours doing the one I did. Now, if you want to know what I did with mine, I did 2 of each length so that they filled in.
Okay.
But I kind of like the generic one. And then what I did was when I filled it in, every other one I pulled up like this. And then the other ones, let me show you. I pulled one up and then the other ones stayed down. And then I wrapped the lights around every other one. But then for in the middle to make it 3D, I would take pieces like this and I would just fold them in half, and then I would just glue them right into the center there so that you didn't have a whole center of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want a tree trunk on mine. I need a tree spine.
Yeah, I thought about that, but like I said, I came home from Sacramento this afternoon and worked on this really fast.
Well,
just to make
not
sure
a very
that
it came together quickly.
well, this one will come together quickly.
Especially if you have the right tools.
So how do you make branches stick out? Can you show us the other one?
I will in a minute.
She needs to put the base down first. Now, do you have a star to go up at the top?
I do.
She's prepared.
My star I painted with metallic. Give me that here over here so they can see. I did it with metallic gold chalk paint.
Oh, no, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of chalk paint because it doesn't take it's water based as well, but it does not take nearly as many of the it doesn't take nearly as many coats. It's a thicker paint and it goes on pretty much anything. So I think maybe I will get one more on here after this one and put the star on. And see, I like the simplicity of these ones too, especially if you wanted to just glue little bows to it.
Okay.
You know, that would be really cute.
This decoration thing is very approachable.
You can make it look like a tinsel tree if you can find very fat
pipe. Oh, you can find the fat tinsel pine trees. I mean,
tinsel pipe queen. All yes. I do super retro and go all tinsely, all silvery, or
and that's when that you'd also want to put the lights on too.
Yeah, I do green. I would put all foily tinsely.
I'll just put a plain star, and I'm just going to put some hot glue on the back of it. And then just put it right there. And this one is going to go over the canvas, over the edge of the canvas, because I'm not going to be putting this one in a frame. Or if you wanted to, you could take it, down and not have this last one there. So you were asking me, Doug, how I did the others. Okay, I'm not going to glue them in place, but I'll show you. So I did 2 of the same length of each one. So let me cut this one and then I'll show you. And I'm not going to glue it in, but that's where it would go. And then you just kind of pull it up.
And
So
it gets-
every other one is pulled up. And then once they're all in, then I take a smaller one. I bend it in half, and then I glue it right on top of that so that it
Oh.
doesn't look like it's just a plain.
that
so that
really
if you,
gives it a dimension.
yeah, so if you look at it this way, you can see.
It looks like it has arms.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I did all the way down in these empty spots. So let me show you that one again without the lights on. See, I've got all of these branches in here.
Wow, it's
So it
so
looks
nice
like
and
a
full.
3D, like a 3D shrub.
Yeah.
So nice and full.
Let me see if I can bring the camera up some. But this is what it looks like from the silhouette. Or
Profile.
the
Profile.
profile, not silhouette. Profile.
I've made a tinsel and make it look
Yeah,
vintage.
that one's really nice.
So you've got that. You've got something like this one that you can be very simple with. And like I said, you can get, this one you can even bend up if you want so that you've got some dimension with it. But the
See-
simple ones, I like just flat.
Okay, and that's another reason why I'm afraid of that hot glue, because it sets real fast.
And then you can put little bows on it. You can put the little itty bitty miniature lights on it. You can bring it forward a little bit and hang miniature candy canes from it. They've got so many miniature things available at, Hobby Lobby especially has a lot of miniature things that you can add to them.
All right, Richard, you need to stop being so cheeky.
Saying,
He said, we almost had a full crap
Oh,
tonight.
wow.
excuse me.
Sherry, Sean missed it. He says, I missed it. Is the backboard canvas?
It is. It's an 8x10 painter's canvas. It is. I got this one at Michael's.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God.
They're
So-
just the cheap ones because I don't paint, so I don't buy expensive canvases.
okay.
So that's what it is, and then you just cut your pipe cleaners or garland ties into the different lengths that you want to form a tree. And Sean, if you missed the one that I did, this is the one I did for myself. And I did it more 3D and filled it, and then I put lights into it.
That's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, I want to do this with tinsel and then the backdrop with these pointy ornaments and glitter. And yes, I said glitter.
Okay, Jonathan says the Artist Loft is the cheaper one at Michael's.
Yeah, it is. But I can't.
You ever deformed lights?
They don't want to turn off. You can fool around with them. Oh, there they went. Okay, so that's it. But I wanted to show you what those ornaments, those spoon ornaments, look like finished.
Oh,
Because
yes.
I finished one for one of the churches, and this is what they look like finished.
Mm-hmm.
That ribbon sets it off just perfectly, Sherry.
Aren't
Mer-
those cute?
Merry Christmas, First Covenant 2023.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, gosh, that looks great.
Yeah, so I'm very pleased with those. So now I have to make all of my ties that I'm using for the hangers, and then tie all the ribbons on them, and they will be, and bag them, and they'll be done.
Well, you have them done by August.
Yeah. Donna.
I usually do.
Richard's being cheeky because he feels gypped by no Mod Podge tonight.
I have our Mod Podge, and I have vintage Halloween ornaments. So
Yeah.
Sherry goes,
Mar, yes, I do. I wanted to, you know what? Let me pull one or two out just so that you can see what it would look like on the tree.
Here, I've got them right here.
You've got a couple of miniatures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
so those wooden tags, those wooden ornament things we got, Sherry, I found the printed artwork that you have in photography, and it actually fits perfect on it.
Now, these hooks are the normal size hooks, not the miniature size hooks. But you can tell what they would look like. This is Snoopy and Ariel because they go well together.
Oh, Sean's asking a question, Sherry. Love the text on the ribbon. How did you get it there?
Oh, I ordered it from, I'm not going to be ashamed to tell you, ribbonwarehouse.com.
Every
I've
year.
been using them for years, and they're very reasonable.
Why are you ashamed of them?
No, I said I'm not ashamed of sharing where I get them from.
Oh yeah,
You know, there are some people that say, "Oh well, you know."
Hold on, let me see if this helps any.
Hey, Nick.
See, that's what it looks like, Mar, with miniatures on it. It won't take too many miniatures, but it will take maybe 10 to 12. Would you say?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Just to look balanced.
Okay, that's cool.
I do have one last ornament I want to share.
Oh,
so if you want to pull that up.
Sure.
I've been collecting the Chip and Dale ornaments for a few years now, and this one I think is my favorite. Look, the expressions on their faces is just really, really cute.
And Megan said, what did she say about them?
She said she's never been a fan and she doesn't like Dale.
She said Dale bugs her.
Yeah.
Why, I don't know. But
Donna, thank you for posting that link there in the chat. Ribbonwarehouse.com.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Dale doesn't like her.
Bought ribbon and you can get them in different lengths. I usually, for the ornaments, I usually get them in the 12-inch length. And they come cut. I just finish off the edge because they come with a pinked edge, and I don't like that finish. So I snip them. And then you just tie a regular bow with it. And then I actually glue them. Arnie, bring back the camera, and I'll show you what I do with them. I know someone's going to ask me. Okay, what I do is this one's already glued, but I will pull this loop up, and I'll put some hot glue right in there. I'll pull this tail up and put some hot glue in there. And then on this one, I actually put some hot glue right in here to keep it on the spoon. And that way kids, when they get them, they can't pull the ribbon apart and untie the bow.
Got it. Okay, that's actually clever.
So I do that with all of them.
Wow. Well, Sherry, great.
So that's what I've got for you tonight.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, very
You're
cool.
welcome.
That was a busy show. Lots happening tonight.
A lot of Hallmark. See?
A lot of Hallmark.
We went shopping.
Yeah, we have, of course, our Hallmark shopping shirts. So, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight for yet another fun episode of PTV Live Holiday Edition. We'll be back again next Monday night, July 24th. Sherry will not be with us next week.
No, I will not. I will be on vacation in Mendocino on the coast where it's going to be nice and cool. Although this week it's been in the 70s. So, I mean, that's still beautiful.
That's still cool.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. But I will be there. I will be watching you. I don't know if I'll be able to log on from where I am.
I wouldn't even bother. Just watch.
But Ben, and I don't know if you guys are going to get the stuff in time to make the craft as well, but Ben will be leading crafts with a glue gun.
I'm hoping that we'll have it too. We'll set up a little table right here in our studio.
No, we got our own craft to do, so Ben could do it and I could do mine.
Because Doug has a craft to show as well.
So,
well, why don't you do that craft instead?
Are you afraid of using?
No. We need
Absolutely.
We need both crafts. Now, coming up is the moment of groovy, of course, and there are lots of things that happen. We're at the Hallmark store, so there's a little bit about that and other things that happened during the week. But one thing, when we went to Mickey Mall, which is
playing with olives,
Sun Valley.
No, these are
He's
finger
practicing
protectors.
for next week.
Oh.
Donna says we will be praying for Ben while using the glue gun.
Thank you, Donna.
Just play with like paper dolls.
So anyway,
it's fine.
We went to Mickey Mall, which is Sun Valley Mall in Concord, California. That is our local Hallmark store. And while we were there, we also went to Sears. Yes, Sears. Sears, they only have how many? About 10 locations left in the country.
3 in California, if you could believe it. They're sad. Oh God, they're so sad.
You'll
But they
see
have how many employees? Is
Yeah.
it 6? for
There
the
are
whole
6
store?
employees for that entire location of Sears. That is according to employees at the mall of other stores at the mall. Those smaller stores in the mall have multiple staffs. You know, they have like 6, 7, 8 people on staff. Sears running the entire store, 6 people.
It's not a Sears. It's more like a flea market where they're just trying to find merchandise that are no labels, no brands.
I
But
can't say that, Doug, because they still had a lot of stuff in their women's section that was name brands, and it was
They
really
actually
good.
had, because they
Yeah,
didn't have
they
any
did.
shoes, no
Yes.
adult stuff.
indeed, Roxanne, there was, and we went in, and you'll see a little bit about our little adventure at Sears, but there will be a video coming out later about that particular day, and we'll give a little history of that particular location as well as Sears in general. But I wanted to make sure that you saw this as well
It's sad.
here for the moment of groovy. You're not going to want to miss that. So stick around for the whole thing and you'll see it. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
You've been watching PTV Live Holiday Edition here on Pepper Tree Villa on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now it's time for your moment of groovy. Good night, everyone.
Bye.